Would you like to have breakfast?
Dumpling.
Welcome back. We are Tim and Shannon from Planet Overland, and in the next few videos, we hope you'll tag along with us as we experience Vietnam. Unfortunately, Reggie had to miss Vietnam as he was tucked into his shipping container for the long journey from Melbourne, Australia to Montevideo, Uruguay. Vietnam is a country in Southeast Asia with an estimated population of 96 million inhabitants, making it the 15th most populous country in the world. Vietnam is one of two communist states in Southeast Asia, the other being Laos. Although Vietnam remains officially committed to socialism, its economic policies have grown increasingly capitalist. The Vietnamese economy is predicted to become the world's 21st largest by the year 2025. Deep poverty, defined as the percentage of the population living on less than $1 per day, has declined significantly in Vietnam, with the relative poverty rate now less than that of China, India, and the Philippines. All of this could be why Vietnam is fast emerging as a popular tourist destination, with low prices on food and lodging, good transportation, and the friendliest people you will ever meet. The deadline for our 12-month visa to Australia fast approaching, we hopped on a plane to Singapore and then on to Ho Chi Minh City, more commonly known as Saigon. Neither of us had ever been to Vietnam, and the first glimpses of the Mekong Delta with its many waterways was spectacularly impressive. Once on the ground and in the airport, we found many signs in English and a wide variety of bathrooms to choose from. We then enjoyed a hair-raising pedal bike taxi ride to our hotel, except it turned out to be not our hotel, but a hotel with a similar name. And because Tim wouldn't let me negotiate the fee up front, not only were we at the wrong hotel, but we got scammed out of a bunch of money. Fortunately, we weren't too far from the real hotel, and the manager came and got us and walked us over when we called him. Because we had arrived so early in the day, our room wasn't quite ready, so we headed out to find lunch, which turned out to be a vegan restaurant, though probably was the most expensive meal we had the whole time we were in Vietnam. One of the great things about Vietnam as a vacation destination is the fact that you can get an air-conditioned hotel room like this with a 4-course breakfast for only $10 US. Every day, the manager would corral you and sit you down with a menu that seemed to be 76 pages long, sorted into groupings like American, Chinese, vegetarian, and you would pick out the specialty coffee or tea, fruit smoothie, and the entree that you'd have the next day. For our first full day in Saigon, I think we walked around 8 hours. We visited 2 different temples, a Land Rover dealership, visited with a bunch of college students in the park. So here is a photo montage and some film clips of what we got up to. On the third day, we left Saigon, hopping on a Futa bus, which is one of the lounge overnight buses, to go to Can Tao, which is in the Mekong Delta. As we journeyed along, we were amazed to see how much people can actually stack onto the back of their motorcycles. We arrived in Can Tao around 4 p.m., and from the bus stop, it was about a 2-mile hike to where we were staying, a grass hut in the middle of the Mekong Delta. Okay, this is where we're staying for the next 2 nights. That's our air conditioning. There's the bathroom. Instant hot water. These are crazy because it feels like you're gonna die walking on them. There's our outside sink and our fire extinguisher in case the whole thing goes up in flames. And all of them are accessed by these wooden bridges. The next day, we woke up at the crack of dawn to board a boat to go visit the Can Tao floating market, which only runs from 6 to 10 a.m.
Check in the back. This is for the family. They sleep there, they make the house on there, they eat there.
We got old kids.
By the floating house, and it's free. You don't need to make a plus. You just need to have enough money to make that. You need to make a letter to the government, and you say, I would like to stay in the river from the year to the year, and then you sign. Now we are in the summertime, so we have a lot of watermelon, pumpkin, pineapple, sweet potato. For a long time here they sell the fish, beef, chicken, and some meat, but now they're not. It's not longer.
They even have floating engine mechanic shops, and we bought a hot Vietnamese coffee from this nice man.
Fun to see how do they make the rice noodle.
Turns out that rice in the lowlands takes about 3 months to grow, and there are 3 seasons in the year. Making enough rice for 10 people the old-fashioned way would take 4 hours.
That's so long.
Nowadays, it's cheaper and easier for rice paper making companies to just buy rice flour from rice flour distributors. They then thoroughly mix the rice flour with cassava flour and salt, and that is the basis for rice paper. Vegetable dyes are added to give the rice paper and rice noodles their distinctive colors, and then water is added at the beginning of the cooking process. Each rice paper round cooks for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then is rolled off carefully using a bamboo stick.
So that's rice paper.
Some of the colored and dried rice paper is then shredded to make rice noodles.
Gà như hồi còn mới thì chạy ra cái gì.
Then it was time to return to our grass hut. Except it was so early in the day, we decided to take a long walk. And when I say long, I mean long. We even stopped for a drink where local police had set up a speed trap and were checking insurance. After another hour or so of walking, we were starving, and then we happened upon Min Hoa Hydroponics. We were a bit confused by the menu, but in the end, they brought us out a selection of vegetables, vegan meats, and noodles, and it was delicious. And after we finished eating, they surprised us with an invitation to tour the hydroponics area, which is where they grow all kinds of greens for restaurants and shops all over Vietnam.
Saigon. Saigon.
I even got to try my hand at wrapping the roots for shipping. I failed. And we met the owners who treated us to tea and cookies. On the long walk home, we did get caught out in a rainstorm, but since it was about 95 degrees, it didn't bother us all that much. Since we had only allocated 2 nights for the Mekong Delta, we got up early the next morning, hiked the 2 miles out, and boarded a bus to go back to Saigon. Unfortunately, our favorite hotel in Saigon was full, and so we found another hotel room in a private home. And this is where our trip to Vietnam gets meaningful and personal. Join us next week as we visit a children's orphanage, board a train, and head up the coast of Vietnam to experience more of what this wonderful country has to offer. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel if you are not already, and we hope to see you next week for the second installment in our Vietnam series.